Cool,
There
cool,
we go.
cool, 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 cool.
Yeah, I
Cool,
am
cool,
God.
cool.
Okay, so as per usual, we'll just start off the session. Quick reminder of kind of what happened last time, set us up for where we are now. As y'all recall, in chapter 1, y'all were defending the city of Greenest, down here in the south of the Sword Coast. From a cultist raid, y'all were able to do that successfully in various different groups. One of the things of note that will probably be of importance during this chapter is that Thorn faced off against, oh, what was his name again? I don't have it right in front of me. I think it's Long the Drosa Cyanrath or Chianrath, something like that. A blue dragonborn champion on behalf of the cultists, and actually did quite well against him considering he was like 2 levels higher than him, I think. But ended up losing to him in that contest. It was said that he was spotted heading east out of town along with a larger group of cultists, and y'all have then followed their tracks after the raid, spent a night out on the road, upon where y'all encountered a group of kobolds, some stragglers of the cultists. Grallow was intense in his intimidation tactics there. And I think Kilkash ended up beheading 2, if not 3 of them. That was
You're
a time.
welcome.
That was a time. And then y'all, as y'all continued east towards these mountains and these cities over in this direction, by the time you reach, I think this is like a river here or another road or something like that. Right around that area, y'all ran into an ambush of some more cultists, where a veteran among them proved quite a difficult task to kill. But y'all were able to emerge from that successfully without anybody dying, thankfully, and continued on to where eventually you ran into not exactly a fork in the road, but you saw in this valley, kind of over to your right, in this sort of semi-rocky, grassy terrain, that there was this sort of not festival full on, but kind of like a large collection of different tents, and there was a bunch of fires and lights, where you guys actually met somebody from one of the session zeros, which I think, I'm trying to remember, I think Thesera, Kilkash for sure. I think
I
it may
was
have been
there too.
you were there, Thorn? Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so Thorn was there as well. They all met. Trying to pull him up here. I think his name was Sir Barris Tumbledore, if I'm remembering correctly. So we got a lot of characters now. Yep, here he is. Sir Barris Tumbledore, who was a farmer outside the city of Baragost, and he essentially said that, hey, once a year we come out to this area. We have family in the city of Easting, to the east of here. We meet out here and hold this at this festival once a year. We meet with friends. There's drinks, there's food. It's all a good time. But obviously, you all are on edge because you were following the path of the cultists that up until now was relatively clear. But on the main road, you saw that there was some sort of illusion, some magic trickery going on. That it seems the path in front of you was false, and that it may in fact lead to this camp. But for now, everything appears normal. There's no cultists about. All you see is essentially just a bunch of festival goers, travelers, and other folks at this campsite. Y'all spent the night with Sir Barris. He offered y'all food, drink. They had a couple extra bed rolls that they allowed y'all to stay overnight. So everybody should be long rested. That means everybody gets their HP back. Everybody gets all their spell slots back. Any questions from there?
I have a question separate to that.
Mhm.
It says like when I meditate, I get like a spell slot or something back. It's like based off. I don't know if it's level or anything. As a druid.
Let me check. Is it only that's on a short rest, right? I think on a long rest you get all your spell slots back now.
I don't know if it's short rest. It says if I take the time to like, it could be short rest.
Just pull up the character sheet to confirm for you.
It says for like druids of the land.
Yeah, I think that's a specific thing for Preparing and casting spells. I think that's specifically for you of the land. Yeah, you regain all expended spell slots when you finish a long rest. I think specifically for the land, you get the additional benefit of on a short rest, which you might do like during the middle of exploring a dungeon or exploring like an area or something like that. Not all subclasses would get that, but you get one of your spell slots back.
Just one?
I think so. I don't have the subclasses up right now. But for sure, on a long rest, you get all your slots back, so no need to worry about it for now. Yeah, of the land. Yeah, okay, yeah. It says natural recovery. During a short rest, you choose expended spell slots to recover. Spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your druid level rounded up. So at level 2, half that is 1. That means you can expend or regain 1 level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
Holy crap, he knows math. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you're at 4th level, that's 2. You could do 2 1-level spells or 1 2nd-level spell.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions? As a reminder, because I think Sab made this mistake for our magic casters. Your class sheet in the player's handbook should give you a sense of how many different spell slots you have and of what level those spell slots are. Just because you're 2nd level doesn't mean you cast 2nd level spells. Like those two
Right.
things are totally separate.
Yeah. I usually follow along the one sheet my cousin sent that I've sent you. So I know I have
Perfect.
3 level 1 spells.
Yep. And so like you only can know spells of the spell slots you have available. So you can't really cast level 2 spells until you have second level spell slots available. Skeleton, I'm not sure if you've unlocked one yet. I imagine you'll probably be the first one to unlock second level spells.
Level 3 is when I get 2.
2 level 2 spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. That'll be relatively soon. All right, any other questions before we get started?
When can Kilkash kill?
Hopefully none of these people around you that all seem to be innocent
We'll
people.
see about that.
He said, we'll see about that. I'll find a way. All right, with that, let me drop y'all in our new location. This is the sort of campsite that we described last time. It's a little bit of a ways off the road. As a reminder, it's kind of this mix of rocky and grassy terrain. So you can kind of see that there's this path that y'all would have taken down into the tents. Below you, you're sort of in this valley now, where there's these rocky hills on either side of you, which I believe you can climb up, at least where you are now. It would be kind of hard to get to the top of it. But as the valley gets deeper in the direction you're heading, eventually they kind of rise up to almost cliff-like structures. So if everybody can drop their characters in, y'all will all be around Cerberus right now.
Well, there's
How
a
do
lot
you
of
do that
people
shit
in this
again?
thing, though.
You go through I think it's the journal tab, and it shows all the party members. Click on yours and just drag it and put it on the map.
Yep.
Yeah, you can let me do that.
Or it's being, right? It's not letting you do it?
Nah.
I think we ran into this problem before.
There's something about like not like the permissions or whatever.
Are you able to edit the one I just dropped in there?
Yeah, I was just doing like little highlight blue box and won't let me do nothing.
You can't drag like your guy here.
No. Yeah, I can't do nothing.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look through your character's settings. You should be able to change it. When you click on your character's name, don't drag him or anything, you just click on him, and it pulls up Kilkash Battleboard. Do you see an edit in the top right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should be able to edit him then. And you're saying when you click on his name and drag that, you don't make a token?
Oh,
There you
there it goes. For some reason, I wouldn't do it last time.
No worries. Sometimes it's finicky about where you click on it.
Gotcha.
All right,
Yeah,
but
I was
you
clicking
can
on
move
like
him
the
now.
picture directly.
Yeah, I can move all of y'all as well, I think. Yep. Cool. All right, so y'all have stayed the night over at Sir Barris's tent. You've enjoyed his meal, shared with his ale. Y'all kind of caught up a little bit, talked about his trips on the road. Y'all told him about, well, I won't say what y'all told him because that's up to y'all. Essentially, y'all just shared some stories over the fire before eventually heading off to sleep. Rested through the night. It's now morning, and as y'all sort of wake up and come around the side of the tent, you see that he, his wife, and his daughter are all sitting around the campfire, eating a merry breakfast as he sort of waves y'all over and says, come, join us. I'd encourage you to explore, but I wouldn't send you off without a quick meal first.
Oh, you're too generous.
Come.
What was that?
Come.
Right. Anyways, come sit by the fire, enjoy a meal.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Now we have an upside down Grallow. Okay, so as y'all sit by the campfire, is there anything in particular you want to do? Anything you want to ask about?
Where's the beer?
Oh, he sort of chuckles and gives you a little pat on the back. He's like, party goer, have we? Yeah, there'll be enough time for that later.
Excuse me.
He said, oh, you were serious. Well, there is a tavern further in. Normally they don't open until after lunch, but should you head to the largest tent down in the valley there, you might be able to find some drinks despite the early hour in the morning. Anyways, as y'all sort of break fast with him and he shares some food, y'all share a little bit of sort of light conversation. Because as I said, yeah, it's welcome to our camp. You're welcome to explore. I have many friends in the area. I'd highly recommend you check out there. As I said, there's a tavern down there. We have a merchant selling a number of wares, as well as many other forms of entertainment and good company around the camp. Feel free to come back if you have any questions. You're of course welcome to stay the night here again. But have at it, explore, have a good time.
How long is this festival going on for?
We'll be heading out in a few days, but assuming all goes well, it'd probably be, we'll say 3 days from this morning.
I'm happy checking out the festival, but I do want to give a warning to you, just with the cultist attacks and the dragon attacks. Just stick close to everyone. You should probably head to Greenest as a safe area right now.
Oh, that's good to know. We'll head back west. My family and I, of course, will be heading back home to Baragost after this. But I'll be sure to get the word around. Though we've seen no sign of dragons about or anything like that.
Oh, we faced one head on.
Really? And you're alive?
Yeah, we've somehow managed.
Interesting. Y'all certainly do seem to be warriors of note.
You can call us that.
Indeed. Well, anyways, I'll be off to see some friends shortly, but as I said, I'll be around this area, around the tents and whatnot, conversing with folks. Come and find me later if you have any questions.
Thank you, Sir Barris. Appreciate it.
All right. With that, where would y'all like to go?
Beer tent.
You want to make your way to the tavern that he talked about in the back of the valley? Okay, then can I have y'all start moving your characters to the down and to the right, kind of along the little road here?
Before we get into combat, I'm gonna roll my portent dice,
Oh,
my
yeah,
three
good call.
d20s.
Yep. Does anybody else have any abilities that they need to roll before we start doing stuff? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
All right, this will be my wisdom one, for my ring. Okay, that's
Well, you can always give it to somebody else too.
not terrible.
That's-
Yeah.
A crit failure is actually could be very handy.
You can give that one to an enemy, right? Or what?
And an 11 and a 2.
Wow.
All right, so these will be offensive ones.
I was gonna say, like, you either want really bad or really good rolls. The 11's just kind of meh, but the 1 and 2 like could be good. All right. As you'll sort of head down the path here, you're gonna see that there's kind of some woods and some rough area outlining either side of the path here.
No way.
But at the tents ahead, you can see that there's quite a bustle going around.
What's happening
I'll
over
go ahead
here?
and reveal over here as well. And in front of you to one side, you can see that there's sort of a bustling group of people all shouting at one another. There seems to be a number of goods and food and all kinds of stuff around that seems like it's a little bit of a setup market in that direction. And then just below you to the south, you can hear a number of people laughing and yelling. All seem to be in good merriment surrounding one little gnome in a brightly colored outfit, surrounded by everyone else.
Bro, I think you're taller than that guy.
In fact, from a distance, you can tell he might just be, although the tall jester's hat that the gnome is wearing might make him a bit taller. Would you all like to continue on to try and find this tavern, or do you all want to go and talk to
Oh
any of the
God.
folks around here?
I think Thorn just ate him.
Thorn stepped on him. Get out of here.
Robot. Smash.
I guess we'll check out this little gnome guy.
Sure. Yeah, as y'all sort of get into the crowd that's surrounding this little gnome, you see in the middle. Let's bring him up for everybody to see. The winner of our tally for names. You see Jinzik Bottoms, who's as I said, a gnome man. With bright purple hair and this bright colored outfit with a purple cape and a jester's hat. And he's sitting there standing up on a stool, telling jokes to everyone around him, asking riddles, doing little dances, anything he can to earn the laughter of people around him. And as he sees you all approach, he says, "Welcome, welcome, guests. Come have a seat. We're just sharing stories and jokes, all for merriment's sake."
Oh, hello.
Greetings.
Want to make out?
I don't even know how to react to that. Oh, there's plenty of time for that, friend, but that's not my department. You should go see the lovely lady. Oh shoot, what was her name? The lovely lady Asami. She's further down south.
I have quite.
I'm here to give you
for
pleasure in
short
laughable
gnome
ways.
people.
Oh well, friend, you're not my type. I like 'em warm.
What is your type, baby?
Okay, well, you have a joke to share?
Did you say, does he have a joke to share?
Yeah, do you have a joke to share? If you make people laugh?
Oh, sure. How about this one? What is the leading cause of dry skin?
What?
Towels. The crowd erupts around laughing. Oh, you don't seem entertained, friend.
Oh, that was a good one.
It sucked.
They're just party poopers. That was good.
How about this one then? How many Dragonborn does it take to put up a library?
How many?
It's impossible. They can't read.
Alright, now.
Can I say something here, buddy? You want to lose your head?
I'm only joking, friend. It's only the black Dragonborn that can't read.
You're pushing your luck here, buddy.
Oh, I applaud that one. That was good.
No, friends. Yeah, everyone's welcome here. Please come enjoy.
No.
Well, if you didn't like the jokes, I'm sure you'll be down to a challenge of riddles. Later this evening, I'll be up in the tavern where we'll be having a drinking/game of a wisdom challenge.
Ooh.
Drinking, you say?
Mm-hmm,
Riddles.
A challenge of both constitution and wisdom.
That sounds really fun. I'm interested.
Lovely. We'll be having it later this afternoon into the evening, just before supper. We'll be down at the tavern that you can find further down into the valley.
Oh. We want to go there anyways.
Lovely. I hope to see you all there.
It was nice to meet you, Jinsik.
A pleasure. And he gives a curtly little bow, which looks only all the funnier given that he's like standing up on a stool, but still not as tall as any of you, aside from Grallow, who he's now about a head taller than.
Oh, so adorable.
All right, with that, do y'all want to make your way onto the tavern that you sort of pointed out the direction of?
I don't.
Did you want to stop and see like this lady over here before we go to the tavern?
Sure.
Okay. As y'all make your way over to this other group of tents, as I said, it's a sort of a bustling area. There seems to be a bunch of different variety of goods lying around, all with a bunch of people standing around, primarily around one tent with some stands or some stalls out in front of it, where a woman stands behind, screaming at the other various patrons, haggling for prices, talking about goods, selling items, but also buying items that people have brought in from the surrounding area. And this
Got any
is...
potions?
Dahlia?
She looks up at Thorn and says, "Depends what kind of potions you're looking for.
Some health
We have a
potions.
variety of potions that help you regrow your hair, could make you taller, brings you good luck.
Well, it's your luck.
Or we even have a love potion that can charm the soulmate of your life."
Ooh.
Yeah, let me get one of those love potions.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, very well. Are you paying for it with gold, or would you like to haggle for something?
I'll sell you my bag. Just kidding. Oh, how much gold is it?
Let me look up something real quick.
Perhaps you'd like to donate for the gods.
Oh, I'm sorry, boy. I don't believe in the gods. And we certainly don't make donations around here.
Thorn is shocked and appalled.
She says it'll be 150 gold.
Oh! I'll give you a bottle of black ink.
I'm afraid that's worth about 50 silver pieces.
How about the small knife?
Maybe 1 gold piece.
Take it or leave it.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave it, but feel free to peruse the rest of our wares. I understand that potions are of a magical nature and can be quite expensive.
Can I try to steal it?
Right from under her nose in front of her?
Yeah. I'm a really good pickpocket.
Okay, go for it. Roll me.
Just
Oh,
kidding.
sorry. Are you doing it or no?
Sure, I'll try.
Roll me a sleight of hands check.
Nat 1.
Huh? I don't see that in my list of
I
things.
think it's under dexterity.
Yeah, it's a dex.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
All right, 17.
It's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. You're initially able to, in fact, grab the potion off its sort of little stand of all the other little potions and stuff like that. You're able to grab it successfully.
I'm sensing a however.
I don't know if you're meaning to show it, balls, but we can see your rolls.
Yeah, I know. I just saw it. I put it back
Okay.
on GM roll.
Mm,
I mean, you've taken it, but you've clearly shown interest in it, and like she may or may not notice it's missing in just a second.
I don't think any of us noticed he took it, right?
No, we don't know this man.
If you'd like to be paying attention to that, you can roll a perception check.
No, but I was
You
interested anyways in talking to her. Just asking, oh, do you have any health potions?
Oh, let me take a look. We do indeed have 1 health potion.
How
I
much-
asked if there was health potions. What the fuck?
Did you? I didn't think you did.
Like,
I think you just asked if she had potions.
Yeah, you
Oh,
just
so
said
you already
potions.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it then.
Yeah, how much did health potions go for?
50 gold pieces.
Did
I
we
think
start
this
out
is
with
something.
any like currency?
No, because essentially the starting currency y'all would have gotten, I gave y'all in the form of resources and potions and things like that.
So we're all broke?
Let me look, because I think y'all would have gotten some money from.
Because I know in my character
saving
sheet it
Greenest.
says I have 10 gold pieces.
Let me look real quick. Is there anything else y'all want to look around and sort of shop for? I can describe while I pull this up.
I need crossbow bolts.
Oh, lovely. We do have a stand over there with a collection of various weapons and armors and whatnot.
What's your best crossbow bolt you have in stock?
I mean, they're all relatively the same. You won't find any castle forged items around here or any magical items that you can be sure of.
What's your prices on the bolts then?
She says, "Tell you what, why don't we trade for it?"
What would you like?
Well, what do you have?
Very specific. A lovely night in my orchard.
You have a what now? I just legitimately didn't hear what you said.
I said a lovely night in my quarters.
She says, "Friend, I believe you'd have to pay me for that, but we also have somebody here who's willing to take money for that kind of thing."
No.
Well, I'm afraid we have no deal, Ben.
Damn. Good. I have no idea. I ain't got shit. I ain't got much to trade.
Perhaps a large suit of armor that you've looted recently.
Thorn has that one.
Hmm?
Remember,
Well,
I gave
you could ask Thorn to. He isn't fused with it yet or anything. Could ask him
Thorn
to use
on the
that.
back.
Here you go.
That's
It
what I
works
thought.
out because I didn't have that in my inventory.
Okay, so perfect. Works out for everybody.
What's a armor set worth to you?
You can certainly buy a number of bolts to keep you prepared for a good long while with that.
How many bolts? I need specifics.
I'm not going to be specific. You don't want me to be specific because we haven't been counting ammo up until this point, and that can become
Sure.
quite a pain. So we'll say you trade it. You have plenty of bolts for the near term.
Feel like I'm getting ripped off here. It's worth more.
How are you getting ripped off? It's like a destroyed piece of armor.
Indeed, it is.
Hmm.
This is in by no means working condition. We'll have to reforge it quite a bit, but it is a good suit of armor, and that's why I'm going to give you the bolts for it.
How about the bolts?
He
and a
nods to
discount
Thesera
on-
and says, "You've got a good eye for these things. I appreciate that."
How about the bolts and a discount on that health potion?
Hmm. Give me a charisma check, or a persuasion check. Excuse me.
14.
She says, "Fine, very well then. We'll do the health potion for 120 gold pieces."
120.
Yes, that's a discount of 20%.
That's expensive for a health potion. Unless it's like a damn good one.
Yeah, I've been handing y'all out health potions like crazy. This is how much they cost.
There you go, Sarah. I helped you.
Also, I swear y'all got gold for doing the Raiders camp, but I can't find it right now. I'll find it out later. Oh, here it is. Oh, this is once you come back. I think I may have mentioned this when y'all left. If y'all come back with information on the Raiders camp, Governor Nighthill agreed to give y'all each 250 gold pieces apiece.
Ooh.
250.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's upon your return. That's the reward I was thinking about.
I'll mark that down so my dumbass don't forget.
Sure, go for it.
Well, Grallow, are you interested in anything here? Any wares?
I think he wants that growth potion.
Do you
Muffin,
have a deck of cards?
Sure. We have plenty of decks of cards.
I'll take your okayest deck of cards.
She points you to just kind of a pile of loose and miscellaneous goods, and among them there's a couple of different groups of cards, dice, things like that people would have been using to play games and celebrate around the festival that's going on. Upon examining them, you can see that some are missing certain cards, others are chipped and frayed, but you are able to find one that's in decent condition that's only missing a few cards.
How much for this?
That probably running about 50 bronze pieces. I'll say that you have that much because that's like
Okay.
if you'd like that, you can have it.
Thank you.
Kilkash, you were the one looking at the weapons, right?
I was looking at the crossbow bolts and stuff
Right.
like that, yeah.
That was like at the weapons stand.
Yeah.
Which group were you with in Greenest? Were you with Sony's group?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, why?
Sony, y'all did the retrieve the weapons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Who?
Kilkash. Muffin.
I don't want
Okay.
to.
Never mind. You can leave.
10.
10. Okay. As you're sort of over there looking at that, the merchant does sort of look over you and look back at some of her other stands and goes, "Huh, I seem to be missing a potion. How could
What
that
the
be?"
fuck? Come on. Give me the potion.
From your reaction, I would assume you know something about that large metal one.
Oh, I whispered that to myself.
Oh, it certainly didn't sound that way.
Yeah.
I assume you're only taking a look at the good before returning it. No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I really hope I wouldn't have to send some of my friends to come in and check your belongings, would I?
You can let them try, but I have nothing to hide. I am the man of God.
She sort of turns to Thesera and say, "Could you talk to some sense into him, my dear? I'd hate for this to get ugly."
I don't want it to get ugly either. Thorn, did he just disappear? Oh, Thorn?
Down here using my love potion.
Oh my god, oh shit. Are you actually gonna not try and give it back to her?
I wanna win over my one true love, Jinx.
There are other ways of doing that than stealing blatantly from somebody.
Jesus.
I'll just slip it into Thesera's pocket and blame it on her.
Are you being serious again? Like these things all require rolls and things like that?
I don't know. I kind of
Unless you're just handing it back to her, then you have to do something else here.
Oh, I guess I'll give it back to the merchant lady.
Okay. Give it back to what did I say your name was? Dahlia. She says, "Oh, thank you. You're free to come back and purchase it should you acquire the requisite funds."
What a bitch.
And Muffin, you got a 10 on your perception check, right?
Yes.
You notice that quite a few of the weapons and armor sets and things like that have some distinguishable markings on them, but aside from that, they just appear to be normal smithed weapons and armor and whatnot.
Distinguished markings.
Mhm.
Can you tell me about these distinguished markings, Monsieur?
Nope, because you rolled a 10.
You bitch.
you notice that there are markings, but you don't like recognize them from anything or that sort.
While I'm over here at weapons,
Mhm.
do you have any good two-handed weapons I could purchase of great quality?
She says, "Well, that sort of depends. What do you have in mind? What are you working with as of now?"
Like, what do you mean? Like, should I tell her, like, or should I say the great axe, like, the stats I got, or what? Like, how's this work?
She's just trying to like get a sense of the weapon you have now and whether or not she might have anything that's an improvement on that.
I just have a great battle axe or a great axe that I'm working with at the
You
moment.
just kind of pull it off your back and show it to her.
Yes.
Okay. She sort of holds it in your hands with you, not taking it from you, but just trying to get a sense of its like weight and balance, and says, "I'm afraid this looks like quite the fetching weapon. I don't know that we would have anything of even this quality. As I said, this appears to be sort of castle forged, as if for a veteran fighter. Most of the stuff we have is stuff suited more for town guards, traveling mercenaries, and whatnot."
Damn. How much are your weapons with these markings?
Depends on what you're looking for. Daggers we could probably sell for 10, 15 gold pieces. The larger weapons would be about 50. The swords, maces, whatnot, we'd probably sell for about 30, 35.
Do you have any axes with markings?
Sure. Yeah, you see a war axe among the grouping.
What's the price on this bad boy?
Given that we've already done the deal for the crossbow bolts, how about 30 gold pieces?
About 20 gold pieces.
25 is the lowest I'll go.
A rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Whoever wins gets a deal.
How about 25 gold pieces, or you can leave.
Rude.
I drive a hard bargain.
So do I.
Very well. Have a wonderful rest of your trip here.
I never said it was done.
Thank you for your trade with the crossbow bolts.
I never said it was done, woman. It's
I
debatable.
believe we are done.
No.
All right, let's head out.
Oh, maybe I want to buy this axe.
You don't have the money for it.
You say I don't know why you're bartering for this. You don't have the money.
Thank you for your time.
This is a competition.
Too bad.
Of course. She gives Thesera a little bow and does like the little I'm watching you look to Thorn.
Can I steal it again? Get away with it this time.
If you want to.
You're just gonna rig the roll.
Roll a sleight of hand if you'd like to.
No, I'm fine.
All right.
Because it's rigged.
I'll do a public roll if you want. But again, like you just stole from her.
Jesus. Oh, God.
All right. Oh, well, she crit failed, so.
Hell yeah.
She must have turned her back after y'all started leaving. Thorn, not quite deftly, but reaches over to take it, upon which one of her guards sees him taking that. And smashes your arm in with a mace for 3 damage.
What the heck?
Says, the lady told you to leave. Now get out.
Nice
And
gold.
I'm totally serious about that 3 damage as well.
Thorn, what's the holdup?
Nothing.
He's just got
Since
a loose elbow joint now. It's like...
Since he's a good thief, he should steal that weapon for me.
Yeah, I got good rolls. I should have been able to keep it.
You got a 6.
Yeah, but he crit failed.
Maybe if y'all wanted to fucking come back at night when nobody was awake and steal something, like, fine. You're stealing it with, like, a crowd of people around you, and you rolled a 6. He's like, oh, I rolled well. Yeah, she didn't see you. Doesn't mean the 30 people around you didn't see it.
Amazing job, Thorn.
Anyways. Are y'all gonna head to the tavern? You've heard mention of another group of folks that are sort of selling pleasure as well, somewhere in the camp.
I want to go to the tavern. I want to drink.
Pleasures, you say?
Where's the pleasure?
Pleasure indeed. But since y'all are already over here, let's go ahead and explore. If y'all can start moving your characters to the bottom and right from where the merchant was. You see the largest tent sort of at the back, and we'll say, use your imagination here. It's sort of this large open area of tent where inside you can see there's a large bar set up with a whole bunch of huge barrels with what you presume to be ale and other drinks stored in them. There's a large stage, as well as a number of different tables and stuff all under the covering of this large round tent. And inside on the stage, you can see this individual. You see a large half-orc man with a lute, sort of cleaning up the stage, moving some tables around, and preparing for sort of the lunch rush that will be coming later.
Is he related to Groomsh?
Would you like to go up and ask him?
Yeah.
He sees you all approaching and says, "Oh, hello, friends. Welcome. I'm afraid you come a bit early for lunch, but we'll get up here started in a few hours."
Few hours.
A few hours indeed. Sunrise was only probably an hour or two ago.
I want a drink.
He says, "Really? You'd like a drink now?"
Yes.
Who might say no to a patron? He motions you over to the bar and pours you a drink. He says, "It is a festival after all. It takes all types."
Ooh.
He just gives you a sort of wooden tankard and pours a bit of ale in it.
Hell
He
yeah.
introduces himself and says, "Oh, and greetings. I don't think I've seen you around for the last couple of days. My name is Fogrob."
Hello.
Oh.
I guess
Hello.
to introduce all of us, my name's Thesera.
I'm
Nice to
Kilkash.
meet you, Thesera. Nice to meet you, Kilkash.
Grallow at your service.
Oh, I am at your service, sir. Welcome, welcome. He looks at the last giant metal man, waiting for an introduction.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. I am
No worries.
Thorn.
Pleasure to meet you, Thorn.
Priest of Thorn.
Can I get anybody anything to eat or drink while we're here?
Badass.
We not only have ale, we also have several barrels of water, or some salted meats if you'd like that. If you haven't broken your fast already.
I'm actually still full, but I have a question for you. I can't
Sure.
help but notice your good looks. I think you resemble a buddy of mine, a Groomsh.
A group, you say? McCoy?
Yeah.
No way! That's my cousin.
Oh, that explains it.
How is he?
Not
He
too good
almost died.
lately. Yeah, he lost, I believe it was his leg.
My
Recently.
goodness, you don't say.
I know.
He was always a bit of a fighter, you know. When we grew up, he used to bully me quite a bit. I didn't like him for the longest time, but we grew close over recent years. I believe he was a guard in the town of Baragast, was he not?
Yes, he was. And he accompanied us to Greenest.
You don't say. If he accompanied you, I assume he was fine then. Why isn't he accompanying you now?
That's where he lost his leg.
Lost his leg.
Yes.
He's very dramatic. Like think high school theater kid kind of vibes, and he like puts a hand on his head. He's like, "Oh my goodness, the horror." That's such a shame. But to meet somebody that would know my dear cousin, that's what a pleasure. You're of course welcome here anytime. The festival should only be running for a few more days, but I've been hired to run this tavern and offer drinks and entertainment and food. Please do come back again later tonight. I know there'll be a number of festivities and fun tidings going on. Oh, by the by, as friends of groups, you all wouldn't happen to be adventurers, would you?
We are.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't say. You must participate in the melee tournament tomorrow. Then,
Melee tournament.
anybody told you about this so far?
No.
It's usually held on the last 2 days of the festival. Essentially, it's a 2-on-2 tournament where individuals are able to enter throughout the week of the festival. and the winner of the tournament will be able to face the winner of last year's tournament. And it's said that the leader of this group will offer you a boon should you defeat last year's winner.
Is that the prize, the boon?
This is all.
The boon is the prize, yes. And to enter, you must receive a number of tokens, one per individual who would like to enter. There's a variety of different people throughout the camp, but I too have coins that I'm able to give out to individuals.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then it took an hour to leave.
I thought you said you were an adventurer.
Don't.
I
How do I
Man of
acquire a
God.
token
I'm
from
just
you?
kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Are these 1v1s?
But anyways, yeah, I would encourage you all to win to enter. It should be a good showing.
How do I acquire said token? I would like to participate.
Well, if you come back later this evening, I know Jinzik is said to have some coins as well. He will give them out to anybody who can beat him in his games. This evening, I will also be holding a challenge where I will be putting on a performance for the crowd, and should you entertain more people than I do, by a show of hands, I can give you a coin. I believe the merchant, Dahlia, is giving out some coins as well.
Oh yeah.
And then if you haven't met Asami yet, she's been known to offer certain services in exchange for coins. And then there'll be a number of people throughout the camp as well that have already earned their coins.
I don't
Keep
know.
in mind,
yeah.
though, to enter, you must have at least 1 coin per person, and the teams are of 2 people each.
Oh, awesome. I don't know how we're gonna beat you, Bogrov.
That's right.
I don't know. I know if you're related to Groom, she has amazing karaoke ability. I can only imagine if you're similar.
Oh my goodness, you heard him sing, did you? I've never
Yes.
had the honor. How was it?
Amazing. I had to be an adventurer and follow him in his guild after I heard him sing.
Oh my goodness, how inspiring. You must come back and at least attempt. It'll be a blast of a time regardless.
Deal.
We'll be sure to check out the other merchants and people here, and we'll be back.
Wonderful, wonderful. I look forward to the challenge later this evening.
Sound good.
All right. With that, would you all like to go back and talk to anybody else you've talked to, or would you like to explore kind of the last little bit of the camp that you haven't been to?
I guess look
Can I
for.
steal the health potion again?
Oh my god.
It wasn't even a health potion. It was a love
potion.
potion, which I literally described it along with things that made you taller and regrow your hair. I don't know why you're so interested in this. Totally real potion.
I'm good with looking for Asami.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you've heard mentioned a couple times, and Fogrob here specifically mentioned the name Asami. There's one other sort of main person that y'all haven't met. And as y'all come out of the tents, you can see that there's another cluster of tents just to the south of you, where you see a number of just absolutely beautiful people wandering about in silks. There's the sound of a lute playing, of a harp, as well as several sort of smokes of perfume going up into the air. And at the front of this group of tents, you meet Asami Toro. She sort of gives each of you a bow and says, "Oh, welcome, newcomers, hey?
Yes.
Have we attracted you off the road?"
Greetings, we're adventurers.
Welcome, adventurers. I do love some tales of heroism. Unfortunately, I believe most of my boys and girls are on break as of now. As you can imagine, they were up quite late last night. But should you come back later, I'm sure they'd be willing to put on a good show for you all.
What kind of shows do you put on?
Only the best kind.
What's that?
Very descriptive.
Those of pleasure, my dear.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God damn, I'm definitely coming back.
We'll look forward to seeing you later, handsome.
Anthony saying, hot damn, let's go. Giggity.
But anyways, as I said, welcome to the festivities. Feel free to come back later. Um, you'll see me roaming around various tents from time to time, but usually I'll be in this area.
Hmm. Just curious, we were just talking with Fogrub, and he mentioned that he gives tokens out. And you
Oh,
give tokens too. How do you hand out your tokens?
this is true. This is true. I am allowed to hand out tokens to anybody looking to enter the tournament. But from you, I will need you to pay a certain price to earn a token.
What price is that?
Well, you see, in my line of business, information is everything. And in order to earn a token from me, I would have you retrieve 3 secrets from anybody in this camp. Come, bring them. You're able to earn them in any way you deem appropriate. But come back, tell me the secrets, and then I will give you a coin in return.
Be any secret?
Sure.
Just something you don't know.
Anything that I don't know already. And it must be regarding somebody within this festival. I'm like to get some good business off of it, I imagine.
All right.
I heard that this lady likes to price gouge people. And she
Oh,
has
that's
a
no
missing
secret,
health
friend.
potion. It's love potion.
Are you implying that you stole something, dude?
I would never. Unless you're into that.
Oh, I'm into anybody with dexterous fingers.
Hell yeah, let me just run my little robot fingers through your hair.
No, you'd have to pay for that, honey.
How much, baby?
I'm afraid more than you can afford, by the looks of things.
Fuck you.
Looks like geisha over here.
All right. If y'all don't have any other information sort of to trade her at this point, she'll just kind of give you another bow and wave you off and encourage you to either come back with more secrets and to exchange for a token, or if you'd like to partake in the services she and her group offers, then you can come back later in the evening.
I think.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we'll wave you off there, Asami, and we'll go check out Jinsik and his riddles.
Okay. So he said that was going to be later in the afternoon, so that's still a few hours
Oh,
off.
it's still?
Yeah, I mean, we'll say as you've been exploring that it's been some time. Assuming like if that's the next thing you'll want to do, we can just say that y'all, I don't know, go back to Sir Barris's tent, get some lunch with him or something like that. Walk around, see the different area.
Or
You've
actually,
explored most of the festival at this point. We can just like essentially like skip time if you'd like.
I do want to ask Dolly. I want to go back to her and ask her about her token, how to get it.
Yeah. I agree.
She welcomes Thesera back. Oh, good to see you again. She sees Kilkash. Ah, the stubborn one. Thorn. Ah, the thieving one. She sees Grallow and I says, I don't believe I had the pleasure of talking to you last time.
Oh, you got
Odds
the
are, given
deck
your
of
other
cards.
friends, that you are likely. Oh, you did buy the deck of cards. That's right. And she says, and my favorite type of customer, the quiet one. You said you asked her about her token.
Yeah, we were just
Mhm.
speaking with Fogrub and Asami, and we are talking about tokens, and they said you offer a token as well.
Ah, indeed. Well informed and brave to enter the tournament. I knew I liked you. In order to earn my token, you must find something or offer me something that you find to be unique, has some sort of interesting story that I could turn in for some kind of value. I won't take it off your hands. You just merely have to show me that it has value.
I offer to Sarah as tribute.
Well, of course, your friend, I do deem her to be of quite a bit of value, but I'm afraid we don't trade in people here.
Please
I'd like
ignore
to
him.
show her my Christmas lights that I got as a Christmas gift from,
Rooms.
was it Grooms?
Yeah, Groups gave you that. Oh, that is a fascinating little instrument there. Tell me about it. What does it do?
Interestingly enough, it makes me more strong when I turn them on. It integrates with my armor.
Oh, that is fascinating. Now, why is it of value?
Because it is one of a kind. It was given to me by Grunch. You might know as that other dude's cousin. Too many names. Or
Fogrob?
Grob.
Oh, well, I'm merely an acquaintance with Fogrob. I'm a traveling merchant that came to this festival. I come every other year or so. But that is an interesting relation. Make me a, let's say, persuasion check.
Hell yeah. I got a little check mark next to this one. Oh,
Oof.
Wow. There's the check mark.
Check mark.
Yikes. So you described to her that essentially it's this one-of-a-kind item that makes you stronger, and she says, certainly, well, you could describe many things to be one of a kind. For example, she picks up a shield and says, this shield is indeed different than this shield, and she holds up another one. And would you believe it or not, it too makes me stronger. While it is inherently unique, that does not mean it is of value. But she says, thank you for your offering nonetheless.
So you don't have to sell her anything, just show her an item, right?
And convince her why it is of value. So essentially indicating that you've got, like, a good eye for attaining value, just to
Maybe.
impress her that way.
Grallow, do you have anything?
I pull my ring off of my finger and I show it to her.
And she says, that's a fine ring you have there. And why would it be of great value?
It's a ring of changing fates. When
Well, that does
I
sound fascinating.
when I will it, it changes fates around an individual I choose. Very handy.
Fascinating. Let's see. And you're just describing all of this to her?
Yes.
Can you make me a persuasion check? Yeah, we'll just say a rough persuasion check.
I guess so. I guess it'd be a 16.
She says, well, that does sound quite handy. Could you perhaps, I'm not familiar with the arcane or the magical. Could you potentially demonstrate this in some way or explain to me how the magic works? What
Sure.
exactly makes it unique?
I'm going to cast Charm Person on her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna immediately set her roll to a 1. Using the ring.
Okay. Because it's a wisdom save on Charm
Yeah.
Person? Okay. You've successfully cast Charm Person on her now. I believe that takes, I think it lasts for a minute or something like that.
1 whole hour.
An hour. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
And what would you like to do now? She is charmed.
Do you feel any different?
Certainly, I was in good company now. Couldn't ask for better company.
Voila.
Gonna try to steal the potion again?
Oh my god.
I swat Thorn's hand.
Oh, thank you, friend. This one is quite troublesome. I'll have to send my guards on him if he's not careful.
We'll keep an eye on him.
Oh, thank you. Indeed, this ring does seem to be of great value. How did you come by it?
It was an heirloom passed down by my family.
You don't say. A beautiful ring with a beautiful power, with a beautiful story. That is indeed quite a unique item you have there. And I believe worthy of this token. She hands you a token.
Wow, thank you.
Of course, feel free to come back anytime later. I'm afraid what you see here is all that we have left, but would glad just to have you back for some conversation if you'd like.
It would be my pleasure.
And she gives you a doubt little bow. And with that, you've earned one of your tokens. And
Do
we'll
we all
say at
need
that
Nice
point
shot.
now,
tokens?
y'all have spent some time here talking with her, looking around the market again. If you make your way to the tavern at this point, people will be gathering around for Jinzik's little challenge if you'd like to go.
Do we all need to earn a token, or
Totally up to y'all. You need at least 2 to enter people into the tournament. Of course, you don't have to participate in the tournament at all.
I'm going to participate?
It's just you'll receive some sort of boon from whoever's leading this large festival.
Well, he said it was a melee tournament, so whoever is a
That just
melee can have mine.
just means like a
Oh, okay.
fighting tournament, not like you're brawling or anything like that. Just a combat tournament.
So we can use spells?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was just using that to describe because you're also going into some competitions of wit or performance and stuff like that. The fight that will or the tournament that will happen tomorrow will be a combat oriented fight.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna check out Mr. Bottoms.
Yeah, I thought about trying to do the little thing with her. I was like,
Okay. Y'all make your way back to the camp where, of course, I'm forgetting all their names now too. Fulgrob sees you come in and says, "Welcome, welcome, friends." He says, "Oh, we're just getting started. Mr. Jenzik is about to hold his tournament. If any of you would like to enter."
what's this tournament again?
Oh wait, actually, has it been an hour yet since we charmed the merchant?
Not yet.
Grallow, can you, since she's still under your spell, maybe ask her anything about her that no one else will know?
Do you think that'll work?
I don't know, just anything she's willing to share about herself if she's still under your spell.
What
Would you like
would
to?
make a good what do you think would make a good secret?
I don't know, I mean, Sami said anything, as long as it's something she doesn't know.
Anything. Yeah, I guess I guess I'll go back and chit chat with her.
Okay. She sees you coming and says, she smiles and says, "Oh, good friend there. Welcome back. What can I do you
Hello,
for?"
hello. Just came back, split from the party to chit chat with you for a bit.
Oh, of course. Welcome. Glad to have you.
I had a question. Where do you get your inventory?
Oh, our inventory.
Yes.
That's brought to us by a number of different groups who've entered the festival. I came with some of my own wares. Some of it was brought by people and traded here. Other was just brought by, not donated, but was bartered by various different groups coming through.
Now, pardon my uh, pardon my reach on this question. Do you have any kind of illicit goods? Maybe fenced goods?
She sort of looks around and makes sure nobody can hear her. And she says, "Well, what is it exactly you're looking for?"
I mean, anything kind of under the counter, under the table? Do you dabble in anything like that?
She says, well, aside from people, which I have a strong aversion to slavery of any kind, beyond that, I'm willing to sell just about anything.
You buy stolen goods?
I would be willing to for a friend.
You dabble in it often?
As a traveling merchant, I'm not often known to question where goods come from.
Could they be from corpses, perhaps?
Could be. I usually don't ask.
Okay. I mean, other than just straight up asking her, "Oh, hey, tell me a secret." I mean, I don't know. What could I ask her to eke out like a secret?
I have no idea. You're on your own, bud.
Hmm. I mean, can't you straight up tell her like how strong is charm person?
I believe charm person, you'll have
Friendly acquaintance.
advantage. Yeah, I think you'll have advantage on persuasion checks on them.
Can I just ask her to tell me a secret?
It is charmed by you. It's a friendly acquaintance. Let me just see, because I think charm is like a condition.
We just kill her and steal all the potions.
Jeez.
Yeah, you have an advantage on any ability check interacting with them socially. So you just like to ask her, hey, is there like anything you've never told someone before that you'd be willing to share with a friend, kind of thing?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Then you'll make a persuasion check with advantage.
A 10.
Is that just a raw 10?
Just a raw 10.
Okay. And she says, I could potentially be persuaded. For the right price. For a friend, of course.
Okay. What's your price? What's your price?
Because, well, that ring certainly was interesting you showed me earlier. Do you have anything else like that you'd be willing to share?
Can I deceive her in thinking my short sword is kind of imbued with something?
You can, yeah. You'll have advantage on that as well.
Yeah, I'll pull out this short sword that I have and say, well, this short sword, when we were defending the town of Greenest, I found it on a very high-ranking cult member where he pulled it out and it became wreathed in lightning.
Lightning, you say? You see her eyes sparkling at the idea of the profit she's going to make on this.
Great thundering
roll a-
boom, just wreathed in white lightning. It was
White
terrifying but beautiful.
Roll me deception check with advantage.
22. Natural
That's
20.
That's funny. She is totally sold. She believes you completely. She like you can see the dollar signs in her eyes. Essentially, like she's already thinking 3 steps ahead as to how she's gonna make the sales pitch for this, and just rake in hundreds, if not thousands, of gold from the sale of this weapon. And she says, "Sure. In exchange for the short sword, I will happily tell you a secret that no one knows. And she sort of motions you back into her tent where no one will hear you, and puts her hand out for the sword.
Secret first. I know what I have.
She says, "Fair enough, fair enough. As I said, I'm only telling you this because you're a friend, and I don't think you would betray my trust. But the reason I would never engage in the sale of people is that I was once a slave myself." Very well. Now you've heard it.
All right. I hand over the sword and I say, "No returns."
Fair enough. And she had no plans of returning. She fully believes this is the sale of a century that she's making for something she did guard rather closely, but she knows, only would hurt her feelings and not hurt her financially. All right, with that, you've collected a secret.
Yay.
Yay.
That was a rough secret.
Hey, you got it. You got it eventually. So you've got one secret now. Are we going back to the rest of the group with Jinzik?
Yes.
Okay. So y'all go in and you see that Jinzik's standing again on a stool next to this table, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to see over it if he was sitting. But there's several other people around the table with him, and they're all sitting ready to go. And Jinzik sees you all approach and says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. Are you guys here for the tournament?
Yes.
For the drinking game? I'll tell you the rules then. The way we play is that we'll go around the circle, everyone will take a drink, and then I will say a riddle. If everyone fails to get the answer, then you all will have to drink. But if you get the answer correct, then I will take a drink. First one to pass out loses.
Do I get inebriated?
For the sake of this, we'll say yes.
We got special ale for you.
Yeah, we got special laced oil for you. So the way this is going to work is essentially I'm going to roll for Jinzik. Whoever wants to participate, which I'll say 2 people max for y'all can participate.
Sign me up.
You're going to roll a Constitution roll every time. Every time you take a drink, you're going to add -1 to your roll. So, for example, if you have a +2 modifier to start off with, after round 1, you drink once. If you fail to answer the riddle, you drink twice. If you succeed, then he'll have drank twice. And essentially, so you want to get as many riddles as you can to make him drink more. First person to roll a value less than 2 loses. It's like if you roll a value less than 2, you essentially like pass out.
Oh.
Sound good?
Yes.
For that, who do y'all want to enter in?
Me.
Okay. Is it just going to be Kilkash, or does anybody else want to enter as well?
Someone else should too. One of us.
You said it's a constitution thing, right?
Yep.
I think I have 3 constitution. I'll enter myself. If someone else has good constitution.
Nope.
Alright, so it's the 2 of you?
Yes. Go.
All right. Well, with that, everybody starts cheering the 3 of y'all on. They make way around the table so that the 3 of y'all can get around. In fact, there seems to be some bets going around about who's going to win this. You hear from the crowd that Jinzik's drank. Several people at the table at this point, despite his size. He's been quite entertaining for the week so far. Y'all good to go?
Yes.
All right. Well,
It's gonna be hard. Am I gonna feel stupid afterward?
I hope not.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, just for the sake of this, Sony Skeleton, obviously, since y'all aren't participating, even if you know the answer, please don't say it out. It'll have to be Void and Muffin getting the answers to these.
All right.
Fair enough.
So just DMs Stonege and Skeleton on the side.
Yeah. Yeah, keep your
Yeah.
DMs open.
There's Void.
Please.
And then it's this.
You know, it's a game. If y'all want to cheat at your own game, by all means, go for it. But I'd appreciate if y'all didn't. I think these are mostly pretty easy. Okay, so first round, everybody's going to take a drink around the table. So if we're keeping track, that's one drink for everybody. Y'all will have to message me the riddles, though, since 2 of y'all are entered, if that's fair with y'all.
Wait, what'd you say?
Y'all will need to DM me your answer to the riddle, because if one of y'all knows it and the other doesn't, then I don't want to give both of y'all credit for knowing it.
Can you guys give
Gotcha.
the answers after?
Wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah,
after,
yeah, we can-
after
we can-
they, when they
Yeah,
put
we
it.
can share the answer to the riddle. I'll say it out loud for anybody who doesn't get it. Okay, so everybody's had one drink now, so everybody should be subtracting 1 from their Constitution roll, at least. And Jinzik's gonna speak up for the first riddle. He says, "What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, an open mouth that never eats." Let me know if y'all want me to repeat it. What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, an open mouth that never eats.
I was trying to figure out how to whisper you on Roll20, but I couldn't remember how to do it, so I'm just gonna message you on Discord.
Yeah, whatever's easier. I think you can whisper to people, but
I couldn't figure
I
out
don't
how to
remember how to do it
I
either.
tried WDM and it didn't work.
Did you try W God?
Did you see that?
Did you just send me test?
Yes.
Did everybody else see that, or is it just me?
I haven't seen nothing.
Just you.
Okay.
Okay.
How'd you do that? Was it /W?
Yeah, I just
space?
did /W God, space God.
Okay. So
then
Muffin, you
space
can
dash.
enter it there as well if you'd like.
Uh,
What always runs but never walks, often murmurs, never talks, has a bed but never sleeps, an open mouth that never eats.
Maybe I shouldn't have entered this contest.
Do you not know the answer?
I don't know.
That's fine. I mean, it's just gonna add 2 rolls. Thorn speaks up and says, "It's a river." And Jinzik claps his hands and says, "Very good, very good." So for you getting it correct, Jinzik will have to drink, but since Muffin didn't get the answer, he will also drink.
So I have 3 Constitution, so like, are we rolling like a D20 and then I do -2?
So the way it works is like you have +3, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you've had 1 drink now, so you take 1 off that. So now you only have +2. So Muffin, do you have +2 or +3?
It says under Constitution I have 2.
Okay, now you've had 2 drinks, so you take 2 away from that. So now you're just a dirty 20.
Okay.
Dirty 20 roll.
I love
So
being
now
30.
everybody roll. Jinzik is still standing.
I have to roll 2 even though I got it right.
Yeah, everybody. The roll is at the end of each round to see like if you've been drunk under the table.
And we just roll a d20.
Woo! Woo! Almost out right off the rip.
18.
Okay, yeah, everybody's up on the table. All right, next round. Everybody takes a drink. Muffin and Jinzik are up to 3. Void, you're at 2. All right, time for the next riddle, Jinzik says. He says, "My life can be measured in hours. I only serve to be devoured. Slim, I am quick. Fat, I am slow. Wind is my foe. What am I?"
Oh. I thought you said these were going to be easy.
Yeah,
These are
this shit
very
ain't
common
easy.
ones.
Not common for me. I've never heard that shit.
My life can be measured in hours. I only serve to be devoured. Slim, I am quick. Fat, I am slow. Wind is my foe. What am I?
Huh? You said this
Neither.
was. I've never heard this one.
You've never
before.
heard this one?
No.
Neither of y'all know?
No.
Jinzik grins and chuckles to himself, and he says, I am a candle.
Bruh.
Do you get it now?
No.
My life can be measured in hours, like as the candle is burning down. I only
I was
serve
thinking
to be
hours,
devoured.
like a group thing.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why you're confused. Slim, I'm quick, because if you have a little thin candle, there's less wax to burn away.
Yeah.
Fat, it burns slower. Wind is my foe, because it can take out the
Blow you
light of the
out.
candle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck.
So each of y'all will take a drink with that. Jinzik does not have to drink. So Muffin, you've had 4 drinks. Void, you've had 3. So Void, since you've had 3, that now cancels out your +3. Muffin, you said you had +2 originally.
Yeah, and you
So you're
said
You've had 4 drinks, so you're down to -2 now.
bruh.
And Jinzik is down to -1. Woo! Close for
I'm scared to
Jinzik.
roll.
Jinzik stumbles a little bit, but he's still looking good.
Oof.
Oh no! Thorn stays up, but Kilkash, he takes that drink and he falls over under the table. Kilkash is out.
Damn it.
He
This
drank
is my
too much
son.
too quick.
Should have had that beer earlier.
Kilkash, for the rest of this session, you have advantage on charisma checks and like skills related to charisma, but you'll
Okay.
have disadvantage on checks related to wisdom and constitution.
Okay.
So just note
You'll
that
have
for
to
the rest of the
remind me.
session.
I'll forget.
Because you're essentially just hammered.
Ooh.
All right, another round. As the drinks come pouring out again, the Muffin is now out. Void, you'll have another drink that puts you up to 4. Jinzik is also going to have another drink. He is also up to 4. Now for the next riddle. And now you can say it out loud since you're the only one left.
Oh god, so much pressure. I was like, I got the first one. I was like, hell yeah. And there's the second one. I was like, oh.
All right, how about this one? What has cities but no houses, forests but no trees, and water but no fish? What has cities but no houses, forests but no trees, and water but no fish?
Cities, but no, I was the.
Can you make me a nature check?
Nature. Oh, of course it's.
I'll give you a hint if you roll well enough. There you go, a hint. Your hint is you often have to look at one of these things when you're on a journey, and in fact, you're on one right now.
A map.
There you go. It's a map.
Yeah, let's go, Thorn.
It has the cities on it, but there's no houses. It has forests and rivers and stuff on it, but they obviously don't have trees or fish in them. All right. With that, Jinzik has to take another drink. He is up to 5. Thorn, you're at 4, so your roll is going to be -1. Jinzik is going to be -3. Ooh, Jinzik is about to fall over, but he's good. He's still standing.
Before I do this roll, would I be able to take one of my uses of my cupcake to roll with advantage on this, or?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Oh, I would roll. I would roll and then, because advantage is. Do I have to say it before or after?
Inspiration, you can say anytime. If you're trying to use
Oh
the
yeah,
cupcake, I think you have to
inspiration.
say
What I was thinking
beforehand.
of.
Yeah.
So I would roll twice here, regardless, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me mark down to 2 uses.
All right, you're still... Well, that one worked for you. Did you want to see what the next one was? All right, you're doing strong. You're doing just fine.
Boo.
Next round.
Why are
You're
you
up to
booing? You
4.
want me to win.
Jins accepts to 6. All right, next riddle. I'm trying to scroll through several. All right, how about this? What does man love more than life, fear more than death or mortal strife? What the poor have, the rich lack, and what contented men desire, what the miser spends and the spendthrift saves, and all men carry to their graves.
I feel like I've heard this one before, but can you repeat it one more time?
What does man love more than life, fear more than death or mortal strife, what the poor have, the rich lack, and what contented men desire, what the miser spends and the spendthrift saves, and all men carry to their graves.
Is it time?
No, you're in the kind of the right area. It's nothing. Men love nothing more than life, fear nothing more than death. The poor have nothing, the rich lack nothing, and a contented man desires nothing. The miser spends nothing, the spendthrift saves nothing. Actually, I think that's backwards. And all men carry to their graves. You carry nothing to your grave. All right, another drink for Void. Y'all are both up to 6.
Oof.
Roll those die.
Gotta hope that you drink him under the table.
With that one, Jinzik does fall under the table. You've beat him.
Oh my god.
He got like -4 on that one. He is out fucking cold. But he quickly stands back up and sort of, doing that thing when you're drunk and you're just sort of swaying back and forth. And he's like, "Oh, friends, you have shown to be wise and true."
Oh, you mean I only got one riddle right?
But the drinks spoke truly, did they not? You've won this challenge. And he flips a token over to you. And he says, "Feel free to come back and play again tomorrow. That was a good time." And you can see
from all the liquor.
you can see over in the corner, Fogarab is clapping and cheering you all on. He says, "Hell of a performance, well done." And now the group is sort of going to break. We'll say we're getting close to dinner now. If y'all want to explore a little bit more, you're welcome to, or we can just go ahead and fast forward to Fogarab's performance competition.
Is Jinsik still like really drunk?
Oh, he's hammered. Yeah.
You think we could talk to him still?
Void, for you, since you didn't get drunk under the table, you have advantage on persuasion-related checks for the rest of the session, but disadvantage on wisdom checks. But unlike Muffin, you do not have disadvantage on constitution-related checks.
Wait, what's the logic on not having like disadvantage on wisdom?
You do have disadvantage on wisdom because you're drunk.
Oh,
But
sorry.
you're not so drunk that you're sick, is essentially the logic. Muffin is so drunk that he's sick. So he's got advantage on charisma, but disadvantage on wisdom and constitution.
So advantage on, what was it advantage on?
Persuasion, or excuse me, charisma. So however you decide to use that. Disadvantage on wisdom.
Okay. Sorry,
So the same applies to Jinzik right now. He's not exactly in his peak of wisdom moment. Did you want to ask him something, Thesera?
I just thought while he's drunk, we try and get the secret from him.
Sure. Do you want to have strike up a conversation with him, ask him any particular questions?
Just is he coherent? Like,
I mean, he's fucked up. Like you would see somebody at like at a party or something late in the night. Probably
Oh, I have an
probably
idea.
blackout at this point.
I
don't
have
like
an
when Void
idea.
says that. Getting sinister vibes.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
So charisma, I have advantage on. So I feel like.
Mhm.
Well, he said he had a type. Is it possible to persuade, or not persuade, to charm and to get more information on what his type is?
said
Who he might have relations with in the festival, possibly. We might have like a crush on or wants to have courtship with.
Sure. He'll say, I really shouldn't tell you this, but I do have a bit of a thing going on with one of last year's champions in the tournament.
What's their name?
Oh shoot, let me look it up again. I think it's Frulam is her name. Let me confirm that.
Seems like
for
a
you.
conflict of interest.
Well, he's giving out the tokens. He's playing fair. He's not stacking it. Yeah, Frulam is her name.
Frulon.
Frulam.
they have a thing going, or he only has a thing for her?
No, like they're. I think he's implying that they've got like a little secret relationship going on.
Oh.
A little tryst, if you will.
A little
So if you
wink,
know these
wink.
fancy words, I have to Google.
Boyd's like, I want to know, are they fucking?
Well, this is
Excruciating
definitely
details.
not an English. Jury sat. Okay, I think I spelled it wrong. An appointment to meet secretly. Okay, yeah, I spelled it wrong.
Okay, now did you actually look up what a tryst is?
Yes.
Well, now you learned something new. Okay, and with that, you've also gained another secret.
Yay.
I'm gonna kill this Frulong and get my love, Jinzen.
I don't know how much you would love that.
No,
But,
but then he'll be
go for
forced
it.
to love me.
Sounds good, I guess. Okay. With that, is there any more exploring y'all would like to do, or do you want to go ahead and like wait for a bit and have some dinner here, get some drinks, and then enter the competition with
I need
Fulgrim?
food to sober up.
Okay. If everybody's good with that, then we'll just go ahead and y'all will break for dinner. And get ready for the tournament. Sound good?
Yes.
This
Yeah.
be considered a short rest where I'd be able to get my 3 HP back.
No.
Darn.
I mean the tournament's tomorrow, right? So like not a ton to worry about. You'll still have the chance to sleep tonight. Okay, I need to run to the restroom real quick. For this, we'll have no more than 2 people enter into the tournament again. Just since Grallow and Thesera didn't do the drinking tournament, do the 2 of y'all want to do the sort of like talent competition?
Oh god.
I guess.
Sure.
You don't have to if you
Can
don't
we
want
work
to, like-
together for it?
Sure. However you'd like to. Just no more than 2 people.
Alright. We're gonna have to put on a show.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
if y'all want to start brainstorming, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh shit.
So I don't know, is there any like water nearby? I could do like some water bending.
Yo, she's Avatar.
Yeah, I could be like an avatar.
I don't have any like spells I could cast.
What spells do you have?
They're all like summon a fireball to kill people.
You don't have to shoot at the people, but maybe in the air, like have it like a firework.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
I don't know. So what can we do? Unless you like, I'm gonna assume Fulgra might be singing or playing his instrument. I don't know.
I could try to do a magic card trick. I don't know.
Uh, hmm. What cantrips do you have?
I have Mage Hand. I don't know what we could do with that though.
Could you like lift people up from the audience or something?
Uh, no, I can't lift anything too heavy.
Wait, aren't you a druid? Can't you just turn into something cool?
I could turn into like some animals like wolves and stuff, but oh, maybe I could turn into like a cat, like something they won't know I'm actually a druid. I could be an animal and you just have me do tricks.
Yeah, we do it like a dog show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. That'd be kind of cool.
Ooh.
And then you can use like your magic hand too in a way, like to help direct me. I don't know, just add more flair to it.
Alrighty. Everybody ready to go?
I guess. Is that what we're going with?
I guess so, yeah.
The fact that y'all even have a plan, I'm impressed. I figured y'all would just fly with it. All right. So the way this is going to work is essentially y'all are going to do some performance checks against him. However, y'all describe what you're doing is essentially just bonus points. Like if I think it's cool or y'all are doing something that works well between the two of you, could give you advantage, could give you bonuses to your rolls. It's going to be 3 rounds, and essentially, whoever rolls higher, majority of those rounds will win the tournament.
Okay.
Sound good?
I guess so, yeah.
All right. Well, would y'all like to flip a coin with Fogra for who makes the first performance?
Sure, I guess so. We'll take tails.
Okay. If it's a 2, that'll be tails. There you go. Would y'all like to go first, or would you like Fogra to go first?
What's your take? Sonija, what do you want to do?
Let him go first.
All right, we'll let him go first.
Okay. He is going to break out into a lovely little ditty, singing a story about dragons and knights, and sort of this lovely tale of battle and glory. And he is going to roll. And okay, so a couple people in the crowd sort of get up to their feet and clap along, but not an impressive amount. The rest of the crowd is still sort of distracted from the riddle and drinking tournament earlier and are yet to get super psyched. So with that, it's gonna be y'all's turn. What would y'all like to do?
So before the crowd sees me, I'm gonna shapeshift into a dog.
Okay, I like it. Where's this going?
We're gonna do a dog show.
I guess we take the stage.
Sony, did you say you do that before people paid attention?
Yeah.
Or...
Like that was our
Okay.
plan there before we went up.
Okay, so you go onto stage as Grallow and a dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of yell out to the crowd. Witness my intelligent, genius, stupendous dog. I cast Mage Hand to summon a little floating hand,
Mhm.
and
Little magic hand.
I have it walking on 2 fingers like a person,
Okay.
on the stage. And I mean, what trick should we do first?
I follow the mage hand as it's walking. I'm like jumping behind it on 2 hind legs.
On 2 legs as well.
Yeah.
I feel like drunk people would love this, so you know what? Give me advantage on y'all's roll.
Performance.
Yeah, I guess. How about each of y'all roll once, and we'll take the higher of whoever rolls higher. Yeah, performance rolls. So it's like Grallow's performance with his mage hand versus Sarah's performance.
They love the mage hand.
Well, thankfully, the mage hand is drawing all their attention, and Sony's not quite used to her wild shape forms yet. She's kind of like falling to 4 legs, then getting back up on 2 legs for like all of 3 feet, and then falling back onto 4 legs. But what you're doing with the mage hand is enough to drive the crowd wild, and you have a good 3/4 to 80% of the audience or so up on their feet clapping for you. And with that, you've won the first round. So y'all can exit the stage. Since y'all went second last time, you'll go first this time. But if you want to set up anything differently or anything, you're welcome to.
I
Like,
think
Sonny,
we're
if
okay.
you wanted to go backstage and change into another animal or change into your normal person, like, you can do that kind of stuff out of view, or you can just go back up as y'all were.
Oh my god. I was just thinking of this one story I was talking about with Trip. I could turn into a chicken and teach, like, say I know math, so I cluck or I peck how many times.
Oh my god, good idea.
More careful.
Do y'all want to do that?
Yeah, we'll try that.
Okay, I think you have, what, 2 wild shapes per day?
I think so. Yeah, it's 2 wild shapes.
So you're going to use your second one to change into a chicken now?
Yes.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay, I guess we go back on stage. I summon another little mage hand, and I say, "Behold, the amazing counting chicken." And I get the mage hand to throw up different numbers of fingers. One, or I guess 0 to 5.
Mhm.
And I say, "Now watch as the chicken will cluck." And it throws up, I don't know, 3 fingers.
I cluck 3 times.
Whoa, whoa, wow! They're all just amazed at this intelligent chicken. All right. For this, let's have Sony give a performance roll, and Skeleton, if you can give me a deception roll, and I'll let each of y'all add 10 to the result.
Holy.
30.
Holy crap! I'm literally gonna screenshot this just so y'all don't think I'm bullshitting y'all. Sony, are you rolling your performance?
Yeah, mine was a 6.
Oh,
guess,
I'm sorry. Did you roll it? Just didn't scroll down for me.
yeah, and then if you do that, plus 10 to that.
Y'all got the crowd going absolutely wild. Everybody is on their feet now, and Fogrub looks at that and says, "All right, you got them warmed up for me. Thanks." Goes up onto the stage and performs a banger of a drinking song about a bunch of chickens getting drunk, and the crowd goes even wilder, if you believe that, to the point that people are like sloshing their drinks all over, starting to like a food fight, but with like liquor flying everywhere. Everybody's having a blast of a time. The roof is about to be blown off this place. but Fogrob takes that round. I posted it in the chat because he literally the only way you're going to beat a 30 is if you got a nat 20, and he did. So,
God damn it.
all right. So with that, it's tied 1-1. Fogrob is going to come up for his final performance.
I want to use
Um,
one of my portents. I want to give him a
Okay.
2 on his next roll.
Ooh. Okay. He's going to go up, and he's going to do a dance and song number this time. And as he's moving around dexterously, let me roll just to see how his performance would have gone. I didn't do that great, anyways. You said he got a 2.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for our friend here, as he gets out and starts to do the dance number, it seems like everything's going well. He has his song lined up that it's a tale of sort of making new friends and of celebrations, very fitting for this place that's just absolutely blowing up at the moment. But because everybody's been like sloshing and throwing all their drinks around, the stage has gotten a little bit slippery, as well as like the area around it's like muddy now. And as he takes a step, he ends up falling halfway through his routine, and that takes a lot of the energy out of his performance. And unfortunately, he doesn't do too hot. So with that, everybody's waiting on y'all to take up to the stage for the final push. What is it y'all are gonna do for the last bit?
Is he still on the stage?
We'll say yes. He just finished his performance, and he's
Okay.
walking off the stage a little downtrodden.
I kind of pat him on as high up as I can on his back, and I ask him if he's okay.
He says, "Oh, thanks, friend. That's just how it goes sometimes. You win some, you lose some. Best of luck on y'all's last performance."
All right, what's the game plan?
So there's like a lot of ale, right? You said like it's just like beer being flung around.
Oh yeah, like just soaking the place.
I was wondering if I can transform back into myself and be like his assistant, and I could use my shape water, but just on the ale to make it like fly around, kind of
I'll allow it.
like just water bend with beer.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with it? Just like ooh, like fly it around?
I'll like water bend it, and then like have it sprinkle like shower over the crowd.
With like a little explosion at the end.
Yeah.
Growler, are you gonna be able to do something to help her with that? Because I don't think shape water alone is gonna be enough to do that.
I could throw out a burning hands just up as like pyrotechnics.
Yeah, maybe like I could shape the ale into like a sphere above the crowd, and then he throws his fire at it.
Okay. We'll say that you're gonna take them outside the tent for this, since we're starting to throw fire around. We'll also, what different sort of cantrips or spells do you have that you can attack with, Grallow?
I have firebolt. Oh, I could hit it with a ray of frost and cool it and chill the beer, and then you throw it at them. Where it's like cool ale, right? Would that work?
Yeah, that would work.
I guess I'll do that. I'll throw a ray of frost at them.
Okay,
the
so we'll
beer.
say, Thesera, you just kind of do your thing inherently, because that's how the spell works. To make this work with Grallow, could you roll an attack roll with advantage? Since it's just an orb sitting fairly close by, unmoving.
22.
Definitely hits. So now you've got a bunch of really cold ale. Thesera, what are you going to do with it now that you've got this sort of chilled ball of ale? I think it's what, like a 3-foot radius or something like that?
Yeah, and I'm able to like switch it more. Like if it's frozen, I could turn it into more liquidy. So I can change its state.
Okay, so we'll say the frost, rather than it just like freezing the point on impact, you're able to sort of take that temperature loss and spread it evenly throughout the ale so that it's nice and cool again.
Yeah. And then like I do like avatar looking moves and I like whip it around and then just like have it just shower amongst the audience. And I just
Okay.
picture them kind of sticking their tongue out having the ale.
All right. Give me a performance check. +5.
That's 5.
Both
right.
of us or just her?
Just her.
Okay.
So you're able to manage your spell and the magic around it holding the water, and then sort of just have it expel from the center point of that radius, and a fine little mist of cold ale goes surrounding the crowd, and from the sun setting now, you can sort of see it creates this sort of not fireworks was the word I'm looking for, like this sparkling sort of light in the air as the different droplets refract the sun as it's setting, and the crowd goes absolutely nuts. You can't not burn the house down because we're literally outside the tent now, but people are going crazy. Fograb comes up to y'all and says, "Congratulations! I've never seen a finer performance. That was quite the battle. If only I hadn't tripped up there at the end." He hands you your third token, right?
Yeah.
Third.
All right. Congratulations, y'all have earned your third token.
Woo.
It was a mighty battle.
It was an honor to compete against you.
He gives you all a deep bow and says, No, if the honor was mine. The fact that y'all have seen Cousin Groomsh's karaoke, I'm sure, was the inspiration you needed to pull out victory this day. Right, with that, the sun is now getting ready to set. What would you all like to do?
We
We still need another secret, don't we?
Yeah, from Fogrob, unless like just knowing they're related to Groomsh is enough, but I doubt that.
She did. What was her name?
Asami?
Asami did say it needed to be from somebody at the camp.
What about getting a secret from the guy you guys competed against?
Yeah, it could.
Fogrub. There's
could be
also
Cerberus. Yeah.
Cerberus. You could try to get one from Asami herself, or you could try and just, I don't know, ask an NPC, but ideally you'd ask somebody who's a named character. Whatever y'all would like to do.
Wait, don't we already have 2 secrets though, combined with our
We need
3
3.
tokens? Oh.
Yeah, you need a third secret to get her token. Or you could look around camp. There's several people that have earned tokens from these various different challenges and whatnot already
Just
throughout the week before you got here.
steal from them.
That's an option.
Could we make up a lie about someone else?
However you all would like to proceed.
I don't know if she'd consider a secret like Cerberus's home is like, I don't know, the cultists took it over, or he didn't treat his farm hands well.
Yeah, he was pretty cold when we told him the one guy died.
Yeah.
Could we sit down with
Asami?
Fog Rob?
Sure. Yeah, y'all want to like enjoy dinner after the competition with him, as the evening's winding down.
Yeah, kind of buddy up to him, cozy up to him.
Sure. Yeah, he'll gladly sup with you all after the competition's over and things have settled down. And any friend of Groomsh is a friend of mine.
So we're chilling with Fogrub.
Mhm.
How are you related to Grimsh? Like, you said cousins, but from your mom's or dad's side?
Ah, yes, he's my father's sister's son. Yeah, we didn't meet each other all too much growing up, but we did meet on a couple occasions as kids. And as a traveling bard and entertainer, I run into him from time to time in Baragast.
Would you say is the better looking cousin?
Who would you say is the better looking cousin, friend?
Well, you have one more leg, so
He gives
Decipher.
a little chuckle. He's like, quite grim there, but that is true.
Yeah, excuse our robot friend, but he's very interested in you.
I've seen him going around camp. He seems quite interested in quite a few people.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the type. I
A
had my
horny
days of
robot.
spring as well.
Oh, you're similar to Thorn?
No longer, but I had my days. Now I simply travel the road to entertain people and collect news stories where I can.
Would you like to have coitus?
Not with that directive and approach, no.
It's
How about now?
He's just ignoring Thorn now.
as a bard, you said you collect stories and entertain folk. Anything interesting you'd like to share with us?
Oh, it depends what you mean. I have quite a few stories. Anything of interest to you?
Uh,
Your favorite story.
He begins regaling you with a story of when he was traveling on the road one time, and they were attacked by a group of bandits, but were saved by happenstance when a traveling knight of a nearby keep came through and slaughtered them all.
yeah, those are very interesting stories. Is there anything about yourself you can share? We just, I'm just so interested in you because since you're related to Groomsh. I'm sure you have something about yourself.
And he kind of winks at you and says, "Ah, I see you've talked to the Lady Asami. Well, nothing I'm willing to share about myself." And he chuckles.
Oh, you're so smart. You got me.
He says, "However, I have seen quite a few things as I've been in camp. I could perhaps provide some interesting insight into another."
Yeah, that works too for us.
He smiles and says, "Very well. As after all, you all are friends. How close are you to getting her coin, by the way?"
We just need one more.
Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? Uh, he says, um, "The other night, uh, I saw a group of people um, marching through the camps late at night, and they had several individuals bound in chains. Would you believe it? And they took them back past the tents here, but I haven't been able to find any sort of prisoners or slaves or anything like that of any kind since that night.
Hmm.
And I'm not exactly sure who it was that was leading the group, uh, but it was a stout older man, who I believe perchance y'all have met before."
Hmm.
Dumbledore?
Cerberus.
Something like that. I can't recall his exact name, but and I say again, it was night and it was late, and I'd had a few drinks, so I can't guarantee it, but might be worth investigating.
So you're insinuating that he might be leading slaves?
I don't know. It was just simply a large group of folks that were leading several individuals that were in chains. As to why they were there or who they were, and as I say, I believe that man was one of them, but it was among a larger crowd of people. But in the dark, I couldn't make out many of their faces.
Well, thank you for sharing this, Fogrob.
Of course, I wish you best of luck. I hope to see you all in the tournament tomorrow.
Yes, and for the talent show, honestly, you were the winner.
Oh, he says, "Oh, you honor me. Truly, it was a wonderful time competing with you all.
It was. We'll have to do it again sometime.
I hope they were all." He says, "Of course. Well, maybe one day we'll all be able to meet up with Groomsh, and I'll be able to see him do his karaoke.
Oh, I'd love to see you guys duo.
If he
Wouldn't we
doesn't
all?
die.
Wouldn't we all?" With that, you'll have a piece of information. If you could try and try that with Asami to see if that counts as a secret, or you're welcome to try and investigate it more if you think that's more appropriate.
What do you guys think?
Let's press our luck.
You want to start with Asami then? And if not, then we can
Yeah.
investigate?
I
Yeah.
guess so, yeah.
Alright.
We should lead with that one to see if she'll take it. And if she doesn't, we won't tell her the rest until we get a third.
Good thinking.
Okay. So y'all make your way over to Asami. It's getting close to the evening now, and she says, "Oh, welcome back. Seems you all have had a busy day. No?
I'm very busy.
Well, hopefully, you're able to loosen some lips. Do you have any secrets for me?"
We may.
Oh, well, by all means, feel free to share. As agreed upon, if you provide 3 secrets, then I will provide you with my token.
Alright. Who's telling her?
You.
Grallow, get over here. Speak for the group.
What? Alright,
You do have some drunk people who are very charismatic at the moment. But that's
anyone?
up to you.
The charismatic ones, anyone?
Huh?
Oh my god, he's drunk in real life.
That's counteracting the bonus he would have gotten in game.
If you need a charismatic one, I guess I will.
Well, hello, handsome. Do you have a secret for me?
Man.
Oh, such a tease. Well, then, what is it?
You gotta not tell me because I forgot already.
I think we wanted to lead with the
With the slave one, the one
Yeah.
going through camp.
Does Kilkash relay that perfectly?
Perfect enough.
Okay, as Kilkash explains to Asami, sort of what they had just heard, that essentially Lord Barris, or Sir Barris, and a large group had been seen the other night, leading a small group of what appear to be prisoners or slaves or something like that into the camp, and nobody's seen them since. She sort of looks at you inquisitively yet intrigued, and she says, "Oh, is that so? And how did you come about this secret? Was it Sir Barris himself that told you this?"
Nay.
Oh, I can't kiss and tell.
She looks over at Thesera and says, very well. If you can't exactly verify the veracity of this claim, having it not had come from Sir Barris himself, are there any other details or insights that you can explain from that you think important?
we had an eyewitness see this.
And what is it you think that he saw?
He saw a group of slaves and he saw a person that really looked like Cerberus, probably him, leading the slaves.
Fascinating. Interesting. Very well, I will accept this.
Woohoo!
Well, thank you.
Ooh.
Of course, you'll need 2 other secrets if you want to receive a token.
Oh, we got those ready for you, Asami.
Oh. Pleasure to
I
my
don't like how you
ears.
said that.
What are the secrets then?
Dahlia used to be a slave herself.
Ooh, really? Isn't that fascinating?
That's why she doesn't like to sell people
And you heard this from her directly?
directly from her.
Fascinating. Anyways, that'll be 2 then. What's the third?
Chinzik, who rejected my advances, seems to have a secret crush with Frulong, one of last
With
year's
Frulong, you
champions.
say? Indeed, I know her. I know her well. Interesting. I was unaware of such a thing. These are certainly good pieces of information. Yes, yes. Well, thank you for doing business, I suppose. And she flips a token over to Kilkash with a wink and says, y'all are welcome back anytime.
Wow.
Are her services open at the moment since it's the evening?
Indeed they are, she says. And she points back into sort of a circle of tents where there's a number of men and women of varying ages and races, all sort of walking about, talking with a variety of different party goers and whatnot. Some of the tents have their flaps closed, others are still open as they're awaiting their customers.
Can I be your customer, milady?
Milady, she says, unfortunately, as I said earlier, I don't believe any of you here could afford me, but I, of course, am willing to offer our girls or boys, if you would prefer. All of them are free to state their rates.
How much for a blowjob?
Jesus Christ.
That depends on the person. You'll have to ask them.
What's your prices?
I am priceless, dear.
So am I. Let's make it happen.
She just sort of chuckles and waves you off.
Don't be hating on the game. You
Do you
couldn't
wanna-
handle this.
Do you wanna make a? Are you trying to seduce the dragon here? You trying to make a persuasion check of some kind?
What? Didn't you say I get like advantage on
Advantage,
charm or something?
You do, yeah.
We'll do that.
Okay.
So what do I? Wait, what do I add to again?
You just
Which
roll
one?
your d20 plus whatever your persuasion is. You roll it twice and take the higher result.
So there's 15. So 15.
She says, "Oh, you are a charmer, aren't you? But as I said, my services are not for sale."
Bruh.
Anyways, y'all are free to talk to my employees, but otherwise, I will see you all hopefully in the tourney tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you, Asami.
Of course. And she gives you a deep bow. With that, y'all now have 4 tokens.
I blow her a kiss.
You're welcome to. She just catches it and waves back at you. Um,
I'll take it.
y'all have enough to enter all 4 of you into the tournament tomorrow. Is there anything else y'all would like to do tonight?
I think Thorn's pretty fucking horny right now.
Does Thorn stay behind at the other tents?
I think so. We leave him.
He's watching through the tents.
Oh my god. He's a peeping Tom.
Yeah, I'm watching Jinzik and Frulon go at it.
Oh,
Rubbing
God.
one out.
They are nowhere to be found.
I found them.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Do
There
you
is
see
nothing
my
I would
name?
s-
It is God. You did not find them.
There is nothing I would stop short of to find them and see them make glorious love to each other.
In fact, Thorn does start to review this in his head, and he takes 5 psychic damage.
Damn.
Anything else y'all would like to do tonight? Are y'all heading back to Cerberus's place? Are you going to find your own tent?
I kind of want to
Y'all
walk
gonna go hang out with anybody?
around here just to see what some of the patrons may say.
They're all just having a good time. There's some drinks over here as well. In fact, there seems to be more wine here and maybe some even higher quality spirits than was at the tavern itself. But there's a lot of merrymaking, a lot of baby making. Just having a
Hell
good time.
yeah.
Ooh.
Enos.
Well, we know what's on Thor's mind.
Yeah, Jinzik's penis.
Yeah.
Thesera, is there anything in particular you're looking for? Or are you just sort of checking the area around?
Well, because it seems like this industry here, like they have customers, for like intimate stuff, but they also share secrets. So I'm wondering if there's any more information they can give us just by indulging in maybe just chatting and having drinks with them.
Okay. We'll say that you stick around for a bit. I don't know about the rest of the crew, and you're talking to people, and as you bring that up about like gathering the secrets for Asami, the person you're with says, "Oh yes, of course we all engage in a bit of information gathering for Lady Asami."
Is there any reasoning why she would take this info?
Oh, well, when it comes to matters of the heart, a good bit of information can help you quite a bit in securing someone's interest.
Is everyone here like of their own free will?
Sure, we make good money doing this.
You haven't heard anything of slaves in the area?
Make an insight check for me.
Damn.
You do note when you bring up slaves, there's a look of recognition on the person's face, but all they say is, "Well, I wouldn't know anything about that."
I feel like I'm not really gonna get any more info just by
I
asking.
can persuade him.
Okay, I think it's time we leave, so thank you for your time.
Of course, come back anytime. Come back anytime, darling.
Is it possible to go and steal the love potion now that it's dark out?
You're welcome to go try.
I want to steal that axe too.
Okay. Are y'all gonna sneak your way up there, or are y'all just gonna try and walk up and take it?
I'm gonna try to
I
sneak
feel
up.
like if we sneak, we're gonna have to do stealth checks.
You certainly will.
Did you say you're gonna sneak, Thorn?
Yeah.
All right, I'll sneak as well.
Okay. Stealth checks. Kilkash. Yours is a normal. Void, you've got
17.
disadvantage because of your armor.
Sure do.
Oof.
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 Um. So Kilkash, you're able to move up stealthily enough, but Thorn, as he's trying to make his way through the tents, maybe it's because of that mace he took to his elbow joint earlier. He's creaking quite a bit as he's making his way around the tent,
Yeah.
and you take 6 points of damage from a roundhouse kick around the corner. As Dahlia emerges again from behind a corner around his tent, said, "Well, I thought you might be back. Here to shop for some potions."
I'm just walking around, stretching my legs.
Yes, crouching behind these tents where quite a few people are walking. I see.
Yeah, being warforged, my knees are what equivalent of what you humans would call them. They need to be stretched like this every once in a while.
Yes, I suggest you be off now. I don't want to see you or your friends anymore. I'm not the one making decisions around here, but seeing that you placed a spell on me earlier, you've tried to steal from me, and now you've come back to try and deceive me again. I would like to see none of you anymore. None of you are welcome here.
We didn't put a spell on you.
The short one did.
You.
Hey, I resent that.
Do you have any proof of who cast that spell on you?
When you cast Charm Person on somebody after it ends, they know that they've had a spell cast on them, so she would recognize.
Well, this is awkward. I don't associate with those people, and Thesera is the one that tried to convince me to steal everything.
Ah, all the better. I wish to see none of you. Be off.
What about me?
A valuable trade you've given me, but I'm afraid I will not be seeing you any longer either.
You just kill
Make
her
way
now,
with your
steal all her
friends. Do
shit.
not come back.
I thought it was stealthy. I thought she didn't see me.
Oh, she sees you now.
Damn
Because
it, Thorn, you suck.
you were with Thorn. All right.
You
What else
ruined
are y'all
it.
doing?
Mm,
Gonna kill her. We're killing Dahlia.
I'm
No,
just
we're
like
not.
slowly making my way over to Cerberus while you guys are talking with Dahlia. And
I'll just move my dude right there for the moment.
All right. Y'all gonna regroup and move back towards Cerberus and the other tents out there?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think since we have one more night of sleep, should one of us like keep a lookout then for tonight?
I'm too drunk.
And Cerberus sees you all coming up the path and says, "Oh, welcome back, friends. I see y'all probably had time to explore the rest of the festival and meet all the many wonderful and colorful personalities around. How did you like everything?"
I had a lot
Was
of fun.
good.
Yeah, it's a good day.
Dahlia's a real bitch.
Amazing. I'm sure you all heard of the tournament tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, we all plan to partake.
Oh, wonderful. I earned a token myself, but I don't know who all I would participate with, so it's mostly useless. But it was funny drinking Surgeon or Jinzik under the table.
You can participate with us.
She says, "Oh no, I'm not really in fighting shape anymore, but I appreciate the offer."
Maybe we could interest you in giving us your token.
She says, if you'd like to have it, by all means. In exchange, the only thing I would ask, just as a favor, perhaps you can run down to over to the market into the tavern setup to get some more rations as well as some drinks.
Sure, will do.
We don't even need his token.
Yeah, but I want one for the road.
Okay.
Too bad.
Might come in handy in the future.
Sure.
Okay, well, Thorn goes off to do that. Doesn't seem like anybody else is interested in it. Anybody else want to do anything before heading to bed for the night?
Nope.
You know what? It's kind of just eating at me. I think I have to talk to Cerberus.
Oh, what is it?
I won't say who or anything, but someone thinks you've been working with slaves or bringing them into camp.
Slaves. He looks at you. Well, what need would I have for that?
I don't know. It was just some talk amongst the crowd. Drunks. Not too sure if they saw what they actually saw, but it just kind of bothered me that you, of all people, a knight, a family man, would be bringing in slaves.
I mean, as you know, you've been to my farm. I had a couple employees. Never really dabbled in slaves.
It was just
Who when did they say this occurred, and who was it that said they saw such a thing?
I honestly don't even remember his name. It was just like a drunk.
Interesting. Give me a deception check.
Oh God.
He can tell you're fibbing, but he's not going to push you on it. So he just says, very well. Drunks do tend to see things, you know.
Yeah, they do. I just wanted to hear it from you.
Yeah,
It
well,
was Dahlia. She told us.
Dahlia, that's strange. I've never known her to be. I don't think I've seen her drink at all since we've been here. Are you sure it was her?
Yeah, she's a real sly, cold-hearted biatch.
Yeah. She negotiated a little too hardly with you, eh?
She didn't want me to be happy.
He gives you a little pat on the back, and he's like, "That's okay, friend. You win some, you lose some." So it truly was her, or it was you were just upset?
Well, she said she used to be a slave, so maybe you guys had a run-in in the past.
Truly, she used to be a slave. I did not know. But no. Only time I've seen her is she occasionally attends this festival from time to time. She's quite the talented traveling merchant, though. But he turns back to Thesera. As I've already stated, no, I've never had any need to dabble in the trading of people.
All right, I will take your word on it.
All right. If you'd like, you can also give an insight check if you want to choose whether or not to believe him.
All right, I will.
Yep, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Well, shall we get ready for the tournament then for the next day?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, that will be it for this session then. We'll go ahead. What do y'all think y'all are going to break the two teams into, just so I can prep ahead of time?
I would
You'll have 4
think
tokens, so you'll be able to split into 2 teams of 2. if
5
you'd like.
tokens.
Okay, you have 5 tokens.
I would think like a melee and a caster in each group. Like Thorn, Thesera, Kilkash, Grallow. Something like that. Some kind of variation.
Well, I'm kind of both, technically.
Wow, you're very frontline though.
I guess that's true as well.
That 19 AC.
I'm strong boy.
Okay, well, y'all don't necessarily have to decide now. I think that is a good idea to mix up your more frontline characters with your squishies. However y'all decide to do that, that'll be fine. As I stated kind of earlier, the rules of the contest will be that you're fighting in groups of 2. You'll have enough tokens to enter everybody in. I think I outlined it earlier. So there'll be 1 round. So you'll have your first round up, then there'll be a second round, then the third round is the championship round. Upon whoever wins that third round will get to face off against last year's tournament winners. And the winner of that gets a boon from the leader, who I think I told you all their name. It's like Resmir. I think it's something like that.
Wait, so we're facing off against Furlong?
Hmm?
So we're facing off against Furlong?
You didn't ask who the champions were. You just know that it's whoever won last year.
Well, yeah, but
I think you said last year's champion Furlong.
Oh, I did when Jinsik said what's his type.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, one of last year's winners was Frulon. That's right. Okay, I did reveal that information. Yeah, so you know Frulon's one of them. You don't know who the other is,
it's Jinzik.
perhaps.
Oh,
Now you have to win, Void.
the power couple.
Alright,
All right,
so
with that, any questions?
I think that's pretty much it. Just like us for sure
I'm good.
deciding for the 2v2 who we want on each team.
Yep. Like I said, don't need to necessarily decide on it right now. Just keep that in mind that y'all will be splitting up the group for that.
Yeah.
Me and Thorn on one team.
Not to say you won't all come back at the end for a fight or anything like that, but for now, just for the tournament's sake, you'll be splitting. And I think I may, give me some freedom to change it here, but I think the way it'll work, we'll just kind of have to retcon kind of that people are getting healed up by maybe some spellcasters on the side or something. But I think you'll go through each combat round, and essentially, if you get knocked down to less than 5 HP, we'll say that you're out for that round. And so whoever knocks the other 2 people to below 5 HP first wins that round, and then we'll have you get healed up for the next round, et cetera, et cetera.
So say for this thing and whoever I'm paired with and we fight, am I allowed to use my, like, say for example, my rage or reckless?
Yeah, it's like normal combat. The only
Gotcha.
restriction is that it'll only be 2 of you versus 2 of the
Right.
opponent, and that you're technically out of combat once you're less than 5 HP.
Gotcha.
And so you said after each round we'll be fully healed up. Do we get our
Yep.
spell slots back or no?
No, because that your spell slots and abilities and stuff tie to short rests, long rests, things like that. So you won't have an opportunity to do that. We'll say maybe there'll be a chance to like short rest between the final round and the fight versus the final fight versus last year's champions, but like you definitely won't have a chance to long rest because that's more of like a nighttime thing.
Right.
Alright.
Sound good?
All
Are we
good.
long resting now?
Yes.
Yes, y'all are long resting now. Are all of y'all going to sleep, or are y'all setting up a watch?
I
Are
want
y'all
to.
still gonna stay with Cerberus?
Maybe we'll like have an encampment kind of near Cerberus a bit,
Okay.
but just like trying to keep watch. At least one of us on watch.
Okay, that's definitely doable. We'll say that y'all went back down to Fogrob and asked if they had any spare like tent supplies and stuff like that, and he gave y'all enough for like 2 or 3 tents, and then the rest of y'all are able to either be in that or on watch and long rest through the night with somebody on watch the whole time.
Well, I don't technically need to sleep, so I could be on watch.
I know you still have to like go into rest mode or whatever, right? For 4 hours or 6 hours.
6.
Yep. So you still do have to, quote unquote, rest.
Says you appear inert, but doesn't render you unconscious, and you can see and hear as normal.
Yep. But you can't do anything.
I'll just edge in my inert state.
Oh my god. All right. All right. Any questions before we end?
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
I think we're
In that
good.
case, great session, y'all. Congrats on getting all 4 tokens, and I look forward to the
5.
tournament. 5 tokens. I look forward to tournament next time.
It'll be our
Putting that
next
token in my
like,
backpack.
session the week after, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Oh.
Oh.